Hello Internet, my name is Hazel from Hazelnuttygames, and it's almost Saturday, so welcome to vlog time. This week was awesome. So yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, we had the Warlords of Draenor cinematic reveal and street date reveal. They did a big event in LA in some kind of theater. From all the pictures I saw on Instagram of people that were at the theater, it looked like it was awesome. I am glad that I stayed home. Not that I could have gone anyways, I'm nowhere near LA, but I'm glad that I stayed home because I got my onesie on, I got my cup of tea. Ooh, that's cold. I got my cup of tea and curled up and watched the live stream, which was actually a smooth quality. I was worried that it might be kind of laggy because so many people were going to watch it, but they had the quality all sorted out and they showed off the new cinematic, the release date, of course, which is November the 13th. And they also showed the first episode of Lords of War, which is a new sort of animated mini-series of lore regarding the warlords of Warlords of Draenor. Of Lords, Wards, Worlds, Craft, Lord, War. Keywords. As far as the cinematic goes, it was awesome. I feel like it ran a little long relative to other cinematics. I haven't really gone and checked the runtime of the other ones, but it felt long. But it was awesome. I will admit, I did have to watch it a couple times to figure out exactly what was going on. Because the first time I saw it, I'm like, cool, orcs. And then the second time I watched it, I was like, oh, those are those orcs. And then the third time, I'm like, oh my god, that orc is related to that orc? And oh, I get it now. So it took me a few. But it was worth watching it 3 times, so there's that. And I was actually really surprisingly impressed. I was surprised by how impressed I was at the Lords of War miniseries, because I didn't really expect much from it. The last Warcraft Blizzard produced show that I watched was Azeroth Choppers, which, while not horrible, was Azeroth Choppers. But Lords of War was awesome. I ended up watching that first episode twice. I can't wait for more, and it's a great way to get you really, really hyped for Warlords of Draenor. Why does it have to be so hard to say? Oh, man. The one thing the joke that is being passed around Twitter and everywhere is, you know, the whole world of orc craft. There were so many orcs and horde, and there was not a single hint of alliance in any of that. But that's just the way it's gonna be. Mine personally leaning a little more towards playing alliance for Warlords, just because I don't know, I miss playing alliance. I miss it. So at least I'll represent, but I flip-flop so often. I'm kind of a faction trader in both directions. So as far as the release date goes, November the 13th, like I said, it sounds bad when you say November because it's like, oh my gosh, it's hot outside, it's still summer. November is like almost Christmas, that's forever. And then you count and you realize it's only 3 months. 3 months isn't the worst thing ever. Of course, if you're one of those brave people that is still raiding Siege of Orgrimmar, I'm sorry. I quit that a long time ago. But yeah, it's not the worst thing. And the pre-patch in which they're going to implement the stat squish and the new Molten Core, the anniversary event, and something else. Maybe the Dark Portal stuff? Anyways, the expansion pre-patch is going to be happening soon. I think it's probably going to be around the anniversary, which I feel like is in September. I haven't looked that up, but I feel like September, like early to mid-September is probably when we're going to get that. So not too long to go until that happens. Maybe they'll do it for my birthday. That's not too far off. Yeah. So that was that. Also yesterday, nobody's gonna care about me, but I don't remember if I talked about this last week, because it may not have been a whole week. I remember I talked about the bonsai thing that I was trying. I got a little bonsai kit. Oh, which I can show you. So this is what the bonsai kit tree currently looks like. The peat pellet kind of like swells up to be huge. And then it's in like a little pot that looks like a piece of Reese's Pieces. And then you're supposed to leave it in a little tiny tray of standing water to keep it moist. And theoretically, that should sprout within like a week or so. But after I went and got that all started, I don't remember if I talked about this, but I planted some chili plants, which I want to first grow into chili plants, and then there's a super cool thing that you can do where you cut them down and kind of turn them into bonsai chili trees. If you Google bonsai chili tree in images, there are some adorable plants out there, and I can't wait. So I planted those like a week ago, 5-6 days ago, and I got my first little sprout I planted Caribbean red peppers and serrano chili peppers, and the serrano sprouted first because it's been so warm and I'm loving it a lot, but it's alive and it's itty bitty and it's got like 2 little tiny leaves and they're just about to break out of the seed, and I keep visiting it and like talking to it and singing to it because I've been inside for too long, but yeah, I can't wait, and I can't wait to have more things sprout so that I can love them and they can be my plant babies. And if you are ever interested in seeing way too many pictures of my recent gardening pursuits, I'm dumping all of that on Tumblr so that the rest of you don't have to see it. So, here's that. Related to the Warlords of Draenor release date, I'm going to be adjusting a little bit the schedule of this channel between now and then to try and sort of reprioritize a little bit. Things will go back to normal after Warlords comes out, depending on what kind of content I want to make for that. But between now and November, over the next 3 months, you're going to be seeing less videos per week. We're basically done with barbershop guides until they either get the no male hair updated or until they put more models into the beta. Of course, if they do add more new models to the beta, I'll definitely do barbershop videos. I'm still going to finish off the Hearthstone heroic boss videos. Those are a lot of fun and those don't take very long, so I'm going to do those. But I'm not going to be making extra effort to put out 5 videos a week because I'm going to be putting extra effort into getting out a new class overview video every week. We finally got the Resto Druid overview out. That is available for anybody that's interested in playing a Resto Druid in Warlords, wants to see what the changes are, kind of take a look at how they play. That's available. And from now on, I want to do a new class overview every single week. I want to put them out on Thursdays, and I'm going to spend a bit of time each day every week working on them, so I'm not pulling an all-nighter at the end of it, because those do take a while to put together, but I think that they're important. So, I can't guarantee that I'm going to get a new one out every Thursday, because sometimes the beta's unstable, sometimes it can go down for a few days when I need it to be up. So I can't guarantee it, but I'm going to try my very, very best. Vlogs will be, as always, there will always be a vlog on the weekend, or once a week, on almost Saturdays, so don't worry about that. But basically the Dark Souls videos are going to be paused for a little bit. I might throw out like an extra one if I get really bored of WoW and I decide to throw one together, but for the most part it's just going to be the rest of those Hearthstone videos, a vlog every week, and then a class overview every week. We'll get back to normal a little bit once we get through more of those, but for now that's what it's going to be, and I can't wait. So, in lieu of that regular Dark Souls videos, because I know a lot of you found this channel through that, through the bonfire video, and some of you are interested in watching my Dark Souls stuff. Because I'm not going to be putting out the videos every week, and honestly, most of you probably know how to kill those bosses anyways, I'm going to be doing a Soul Level 1 run, live streamed on Twitch TV. I'm going to try and do this every day. It's the worst idea I've ever had. I'm not bad at Dark Souls, but I'm certainly not Soul Level 1 level good. So we're gonna be giving that a try. I'm not doing too much research into the OP ways to do it. I'm basically just gonna grab myself a mace, upgrade it, and sort of go as I go. And the only reason that I think it's gonna be worth watching is because I've got a death counter set up that I can tick up, obviously, every time I get a death. So even if you don't want to watch me die over and over again, you can check back in every day to see how many that has risen by, and you can be amused by that if you want. So I'm doing that to myself. That's gonna be starting every day. Sort of afternoons, evenings Pacific. I'm kind of thinking like 3 p.m. Pacific-ish, but it'll depend on how quickly I can get my work done for the day. And then do that for a couple of hours every day until I finish the run, which will probably take me forever. So, that is exciting. All right, so questions. All of these are taken from the comments of the most recent Saturday vlog. If you have a question you want me to answer on the next Saturday vlog, leave it as a comment on this video. If you have a question just basically on the most recent Saturday vlog is how I'm going to see it. And some of these weren't specifically framed as questions for the vlog, but you know, they were questions there in the comments and they're fair game. First one's not really a question, but just sort of a recurring concern, and I'm going to run this into the next one. People have expressed concern that I am an amputee, that I don't have legs. This is not true. I have legs. I like my legs. They work perfectly. I'm very grateful for my legs. The reason why people thought that is I very frequently sit on my feet. I do that more often than not. And then when I sit on my feet, I'll adjust myself in a way that makes people think I don't have any legs. If for proof, I will get up, and that'll run into the next question. So Jan Joost wants to know, what's the action figure thing in the background? So I'll go grab him and I'll show him to you. Hang on. Legs. Alright, so this guy. This is the collector's edition. He's not really an action figure, he doesn't really move. This is the collector's edition model, I guess you would call it, that came with the special edition of Dark Souls 2 for the PS3. He's not mine, technically. I mean, I guess he's kind of half mine. My husband bought the collector's edition of Dark Souls 2 on PS3 on launch day, and he got this guy as part of that, and now he sits in my background because I like him quite a lot. He is basically just, he's not like a character in lore as far as I know. He's just a player character wearing the Faram armor set, which I like quite a bit. It's a little heavy, so I don't wear it very often, but a very nice looking model. Anyways, yeah, he hangs out with my Zergling / Baneling, depending on how I'm feeling, and my little Windrider cub. I'm really tempted to order the, what do you call it? The Griffin Hatchling, the companion to the Windrider cub, the little baby Griffin Hatchling. I haven't yet because I'm trying not to spend money, but it's so cute. Anyways, all right. Next question. Skaterbun, do you have any hobbies outside of gaming and collecting trees? And what got you interested in them? Well, I spend, honestly, these days, most of my time gaming and working on videos. In my past, I was much more of a musician. I was the quintessential band geek in high school and middle school, basically. I played the trumpet, and I actually went to university for it. My first year in university was a trumpet performance major. So I was good once upon a time. I am not good anymore. Trumpet is one of those things where if you stop playing for any amount of time, you lose your chops. And I could get them back if I was practicing every day, but I just don't have the time. And the reason I'm not in university for music anymore is that I realized that the amount of careers in the world that involve playing a trumpet are limited. And there are probably other things that I could do. And also, I wasn't the best. I was good and I worked really hard, but I wasn't. If you want to really succeed in a field like that, you need to give it your whole life. You need to give it every hour, every second that you have, and pour your whole self into it, and I wasn't ready to do that. So that's why I'm not a professional trumpet player. I'm still reasonably good, and I have a lot of fun playing, and every now and then I'll pull it out and go over some exercises. I have a World of Warcraft songbook that's got some really easy WoW tunes that I like to play. So yeah, it's fun. I may at one point incorporate some trumpet into a video, or maybe into a background track. I do mix some of my own background tracks for videos, not some of the recent ones, but like the old Pet Battle background music for most of the Pet Battle videos, I did that. So I might record a little bit, but for the most part, you're not going to see too much of that. And yeah, that's about it. I used to read a lot, and I still read, but I mostly just read A Song of Ice and Fire over and over again. I don't really read other books, because every time I read A Song of Ice and Fire, which for anyone unfamiliar is Game of Thrones and all of its sequels, I get something new out of it, and I need the next book. Maybe once The Winds of Winter comes out and I've read it, I'll be able to relax and maybe read something else, but yeah, that's about it. Strange Fruity Tootie wants to know, what was your favorite Pet Battle and Mop? This one was kind of hard to think about because I couldn't really pick a favorite. I liked the Jeremy Fiesel fight, the Dark Moon Fair, the first one, not the newest one, but the first one, Jeremy Fiesel, the guy with that jerk of a monkey. Basically, because that stupid jerk of a monkey is a stupid jerk, and every time I murder it, I get a little bit of revengeance high every single time, so that's gotta be my favorite. And the other reason was you don't really burn out on it because you can only do it during the Dark Moon Fair, so it's not something I've seen like 19 million times. I've only seen it about 1900 times. So yeah, that's Jeremy Fiesel's gotta be my favorite Pet Battle, and mostly because I really like hitting that monkey. And last question, Graspa807, do those two excuse me. Oh, I alarmed them. So do these two dogs ever move? Case in point. At least off the bed. Yes, they do move. They are alive. They are living creatures. They do get a little lazy sometimes, but you know, so do we. They play together quite a bit whenever we let them sort of run around and sort of get them going. They'll play together, they'll bolt around the house, they'll knock stuff over, run around outside. We've got a yard that they can sprint around in, so they do move. I take little black one, Joker, out for walks every now and then. Inga can't quite make it. She's not as athletic and she has some breathing trouble, so I don't take her on the long walks, but Joker and I go out. So they do move. They are perfectly healthy. They are quite spoiled. I know a lot of people don't let their dogs on the bed. These ones have always been allowed on the bed, and they're small enough that it's not really a problem. However, in situations where we have to sleep and watch Inga, bulldog, overnight, I do make her sleep on a dog bed on the floor now because she's so heavy that you can't move her while you're sleeping. You have to sleep around her. So yeah, and they're really good about just sort of laying there and chilling out and being quiet whenever I'm recording like this or recording anything or streaming. They're really nice about that. Until the bulldog Inga starts snoring. I've had to edit out bulldog snores out of quite a few videos, and I would be mad, but it's so cute. So that has been my week. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, like I said, just leave them as comments on this video. And let me know what you think. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.